Down Lee,
Yeah.
right across from the tracks of that plaza.
Yeah.
But
No, I had worked that night for, so I came home and my husband was, he listened to the scares at home. Wakes me up at like 12:30. There's a bunch of shooting in the harbor. And I'm like, oh shit. Great. We don't have anybody at this.
I was recording cameras saying, yeah, I was.
Somebody will call.
Yeah. They just wanted for the string. Yeah. Yeah, I have two channels turned on, channel 1 and channel 2. I might turn off channel 2, but hey, you know, I'm not worried about it. That'll probably come to about another 15 seconds.
Checking in live too.
You know.
very good.
Awesome, great.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I understand. And they're putting us into 3.
Okay, and I'll.
So hopefully somebody will pick a fight for us, so. All right. We'll see
Scott's
how it goes.
Scott's gonna do
Appreciate
it.
All right, bye-bye. All right, thanks. See ya.
Scott's gonna do it. Mike? Scott's gonna do it. Scott's gonna pull a bike and then send me what it says.
Okay, cool.
Ben, are you on time of day?
What'd you just say?
Are you on time of day? Time of day?
No.
I am.
I can probably switch it over.
Well, good as that goes through her. Hey, I'm on time today.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do it on our cameras.
On time
There,
today.
I am now.
You know how to do it?
You are?
Yeah, it's an hour off.
It's an hour off?
I mean, but it's,
So,
like, basically, yeah, an hour, and it's 30 seconds.
No.
Jeremy?
What's that? Huh? Yeah, you're an hour,
1 hour and 30 seconds. That's how they have the internal clock set, which I don't know why it's set up.
on time code?
It's 30 seconds after he scratched his face, you know.
The date is 10/2.
I'll give it.
And if you need,
What's the date?
I can give you a number.
6/9.
6/9?
I'm good.
Or throw, color bars or something up.
That's okay, I'm good.
I'll wait till the,
Let me see if I can do it here.
should be 1.
It's 13. Yes, 13. Yeah.
13:23. He wants to put the, time of day. Oh, shit.
No, you had it here, good, man. You're good. Free run.
No, it should be,
What is it?
I mean, it's not
It's not free run, it's record run?
Put on the TC format.
time code setting.
Cause if you notice, if you go like all the way back, notice how it's all like zeroed out, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, it says UBG, which I don't have UBG anymore. What do I have? I have my clock down there. You see all this college NIL stuff?
Yeah, it was easy when I had the bigger ones, yeah, when I had the bigger
Do you
ones.
pay directly? Do you
what?
pay players directly?
No, I just use my,
Yeah,
that's the blue stuff you see.
Commercial or whatever it is. Ohio State's getting ready to.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean,
Yeah, you want to
yeah,
go
I'm trying to.
you want to go through your time code, like try to keep my eyes on that because there's still gonna be people that donate.
See, like, cause I have free reign in our run. See,
How many
record run,
premier
free reign.
guys can buy?
Like if you could set your time and then you free run,
Five-star
and
guys.
then just have.
Right.
I mean, you should have like clock.
Record run will, like when you press record, it will start.
It will just start
It will
from
start from
zero.
zero.
Yeah.
But if it's free run,
It will just keep going. Yeah, so you can like set a time, and then it just keeps
And that's
running.
what you want, because when you get started, then you.
But see, mine has like just clock and it goes.
The little
play and
schools
turn.
are just not gonna have a chance.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's
Internal
not gonna
settings
turn
and
a clock. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I wanted, yeah.
In, college basketball.
Yeah. I'll look
Yeah,
into
see,
it.
mine's an hour and 30 seconds.
I'll look into it later.
Okay, yeah, mine's like 18, so
Former
it's like
athletes in college,
8
being
minutes.
Yeah,
long,
once you
I
get,
guess.
once you get down there, that UBG
I don't know, I
needs to
think
change.
sometimes you can get like
Mhm.
4 or 5 million.
Just,
Cooper Flag, I think, made 20 million last year. That's what they were saying. So it just depends.
Literally 3 weeks. So very.
I wish I
I
could try.
okay, so yeah. I also just want to come to I'm just right. And then we're not right now. Not in Pittsburgh. Oh, so you're close.
I always like, I'm gonna look into it later.
Change something.
Yeah, right.
Johnny Manziel, you know, screw it up. So,
Yeah, that's
dangerous. They'd
Yeah,
have to
it's
do
been
a lot
nice.
better by that league to coach them through that.
Where'd you-
as well.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm thinking, for some odd reason, I gotta go for a shot. So then I only take the.
Yeah, something, I got it already, so.
I know,
It's like kind of.
Not now.
You gotta fix it a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah, that's it, that's it. Like, in my- I work with you. She's
I'm gonna make Christmas Day.
Oh, shoot, I think I fixed it. I fixed it.
Right.
I fixed it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did, yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
okay.
there you go.
You found a clock or what?
So I just changed, I just went to, user bit,
Uh-huh.
and then changed the mode to time instead of fixed.
Okay,
And then it started, yeah.
okay, and it says clock down there?
Yeah, now, it just says UBG, I don't know what that means, but it's still kind of going.
So mine says clock,
Yours
so it's,
says
but
clock.
mine's running at the time,
Okay.
so it's 13:28.
What's yours running at? Does it say clock or does it say 13:28?
It says 13:28, but it says UBG.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. But at least it's working, you know?
Yeah.
But check it when you go in to record on your tape.
Okay.
Because your tape should say 13:28.
13:28, okay. So Tina, I am
But when I go back
technically
in,
on time.
like when I
code,
ingest it to my.
Hey,
it'll
all right.
Okay. I just have it like that.
But it's kind of like a trial and error, I guess.
Yeah, we would.
There's some kind of. Right.
That's
That's,
just a shooting mode.
The UGT,
UBG.
Universal Reading Time, UGT. That's what that means? Yeah.
No, it's UBG.
Oh, UBG.
UBG,
I got
yeah.
it all wrong. Well, anyway, UGT is United, Universal Reading Time. I don't know what this is. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Good. Good. So, just for clarity, Deputy Chief Slot's the only one to speak today.
Is everybody ready? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good to go?
2 seconds, Chief.
Good afternoon. I'm Deputy Chief Jared Shalat with Cleveland Division of Police. We're here today to provide an update on an incident that occurred early Sunday morning, June 8th, just a little after midnight, near Lee Road and Harvard Avenue. The Cleveland Division of Police responded to reports of drag racing in the area, followed shortly by calls reporting gunfire. When officers arrived, they discovered 7 young adults had been victims of gunfire. The victims were transported to local hospitals, both by Cleveland EMS and private autos. The shooting victims included 2 18-year-old males, 3 18-year-old females, 1 19-year-old male, and 1 19-year-old female. Our detectives immediately responded to the scene and began their investigation. So far, we've recovered 5 firearms and have towed 2 vehicles in connection with this incident. The investigation is ongoing, and all recovered evidence is being processed currently. We wanted to provide this opportunity to provide some clarification and some questions we have received. This incident is in the beginning stages from the perspective of how these investigations usually begin. Detectives have to review many items before they move forward and start getting extra evidence or revealed to them to follow up with the next steps. We're currently looking through our real-time crime center videos. We're looking to conduct interviews with the victims, and we're working with our partner law enforcement agencies to continue gathering information. Does anybody have any questions?
Deputy Chief,
Tara.
any indications so far with speaking to the victims possibly of how this started?
As of right now, that's still part of our ongoing investigation. To comment on that would be a little bit too early right now. Yes, ma'am?
How many people do you think were actually firing a gun? Do you think it was one person that shot all 7 people, or are there multiple suspects you're looking for?
Right now, it's a little too early into it. Information maybe, it could be possibly more than one, but to give you an exact number would be a little bit too premature. Yes, sir.
This area has seen a lot of, traffic-related instances, donuts, burnouts, drag racing. I know it's a problem in that area. Can you just speak about that, what you guys have done to kind of limit that, and how it's obviously surprising to see something like this now?
Absolutely. And I think it's very important to note that this was not a street takeover. There's a big difference. Intersections were not taken over. The traffic going through the Lee Harvard area was not negatively impacted. Emergency medical vehicles were not delayed. This was in the parking lot of the plaza, which is more of a car meetup where vehicles get together, look at each other's vehicles, things of that nature. Last summer, we did the milling of that intersection that really curbed a lot of the activity at that intersection. We have our street takeover detail, which was working and responded to this incident to conduct an initial investigation. And we have our summer safety plan in place, which includes looking out for items like this. And we've seen a dramatic decrease in the activity like that. Tara?
Another part of the summer safety plan was also letting officers know the new ordinance with properties.
Yes.
And issues like this. So is this deemed 1 for that property, or how does that start with getting the property owner involved or cited or per that ordinance?
So the property owners there and the business owners are actually very involved with us. We work closely with them, and this isn't us saying like, oh, they're not doing anything. They're very involved with us. They're very receptive to anything that we ask them to do. They have great suggestions with us, and we work very closely with them to start curtailing a lot of this activity. So they're very involved with that, and we're thankful for it.
Question for you, for probably you, Sergeant Diaz. Body cam, 911 calls, anything like that, is that going to be made available to us?
Yes, so multiple media outlets have already requested that. That's going to get processed through law, redacted lawfully, and then they'll be released. I'm sure they're working on that fairly quickly, so as soon as we get that, we'll get that, including the reports.
Did you have a follow-up on that, Tara?
Yeah, but it slipped away.
Okay. Well, actually, let me go over here, then we'll come back to you.
Yeah, is there any more information about the firearms that you recovered, like where they come from or how
So the firearms were recovered from vehicles that we did process tow, and right now we're working to analyze that, see if they were involved or anything of that nature.
So I know you said that the property owner works well with you, and I've been in discussions with the property owner, but does this go against the property owner under that ordinance of something like this happening?
So each incident's different. It's something we analyze, it's something we look at. They're taking proactive measures themselves to prevent this. And as the investigation goes on, if it's something we need to address with them, we will. But it's a little too early for me to really say how it's gonna impact the property owners, given the fact that they're actively trying to prevent these things from happening.
Right, and I know that they have a storefront that they have offered up to Cleveland Police. Are you going to put officers there?
So that's something that we are always in discussions with. Councilman Jones actually talked to me today about that, and it's something that we look at internally to determine if it's best for the service of the city of Cleveland. So it's still being looked at.
Just on the victims' conditions, I don't know, I don't think anyone had anything life-threatening, but just wanted to check if you have an update on how those folks are doing, all the people that were shot.
As of right now, from what we understand, none of the injuries were life-threatening.
Okay,
So-
and then just when this moves forward, you guys have to figure out if this was a dispute or, just.
Yeah.
It's not random, right? There's some cause to this. I know Tara had asked, what's the primary indicator, but was the drag race, was that what led to this shooting directly or something different?
So the initial call was for drag racing. Looking through the videos, we've yet to confirm if drag racing was actually taking place. So we're looking at all the videos, and as we get more information from the victims and witnesses, we will be able to clarify that a little bit more. But yes, as of right now, for us to determine the exact cause, it would be a little premature, but we will identify, we'll provide more information as we get it.
Do you know how many shell casings were collected from the scene, anything like that, to tell how many bullets were flying through that area? Obviously, that many people or how many people are in that area, it's lucky that no one was really killed in that situation, right?
Absolutely, and we thank God that the injuries were non-life-threatening. Our victims are gonna be able to continue on with their young lives. But as far as the amount of shell casings that go, we're analyzing them to see if the shell casings were involved in this incident. And there were several, but the exact number right now, we're still going through all of that. And then did I see a hand up in the back, ma'am?
No.
Oh,
How many people were at this scene? I know 7 were shot, but how many people were at this meetup or hanging out in this area?
so the call that came over was for approximately 100 people in the area. We're looking through our footage, our security footage of the area to determine if that's estimated number, if that's an accurate number, if it was a little bit less than that. Also, if they were there involved in the incident, or if they're just in the area. So we're coming through all that.
How likely are you to arrest anybody that was there if they can be identified?
If they can be identified, we will go through the process of the investigation. Everybody's considered innocent until proven guilty. For me to comment on us arresting people that we've identified being there would be a little premature. We like to give everyone an opportunity to come forward. If any of the citizens in the area have information for us, if anybody that was on scene would like to come forward, they can contact the 4th District Detective Bureau, who's handling the investigation. Tara?
Any indication that any of the 7 victims were also shooters?
As of right now, we do not have any indication of that, but things like this will kind of unfold during the course of the investigation.
How long do you expect the investigation to take?
We are working diligently on it from the time this incident happened until now. We've had detectives working through it. We've had real-time crime center analysts going through the video. And we do not rush things when it comes to this type of investigation. So to kind of put it in the context of the investigation is going to take as long as it takes, because we're going to make sure we get it right, and we're going to make sure that if arrests and when arrests are made, the individuals are held accountable with proper evidence collection.
Were there any people outside of that particular incident, houses hit, children hit, people hit? I hate to use the word, was there any collateral damage?
As of right now, nothing is pointing us to that, but like I've been saying, as the investigation goes on, if something is identified to that, we'll let everybody know, but as of right now, no.
Are there any details on suspect information or vehicle of interest information that we can put out there to help you guys with this investigation?
As of right now, we should have something with our real-time crime center if they identify vehicles that we're looking for. We know the citizens of Cleveland are amazing at reaching out to us and providing us identifying information and information on incidents like this, and we're gonna reach out to them and reach out to the media to ask for help once we have identified possible people or vehicles of interest. Tara?
Just any indication of getting officers that needed to be there with the takeover detail that had to move on possibly to other areas, because I know they look at hot spots.
Yes.
Was there any issues with making sure that it was covered by other officers?
No, the officers that were involved in the takeover, when it came over as drag racing possible car meetup, and I want to emphasize that our street takeover car meetup detail was headed in that direction. When the call was updated with shots fired, we had a 4th District Zone car respond, and they were there within minutes.
This was really like the first warm weekend of the year, and I know you got the summer plan in place, but I mean, is it starting things off on the wrong foot? What's your message at this point to, keep this under control before it gets worse?
We're going to be out there. Our summer safety plan is in place. This was an unfortunate incident. We're going to continue strong. As with everything, we readjust, we refocus, we come back to ensure safe, fun summers for the citizens of Cleveland. If citizens see something, say something. Come, call us. Officers will respond. Nobody wants this kind of activity in their neighborhood, in the area they live, the areas they visit. So if something like this is going on, please make us aware, and we'll come out and we'll handle it accordingly.
I'm sure there's a range to this, but once arrests are made, what charges will the people who are arrested be looking at?
So it like you said, it's a range of things. So it could be the new stunt driving, street takeover ordinances. Obviously, firearms were discharged during this, so it could be something related to that. But who would get charged with what crime will really depend on how the investigation unfolds. But it could range in a variety of things. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you.
Chair.
No, that's not mine. Freddie, I wanted to ask, obviously, until the person's arrested, you guys announce that. You feel like there's an active threat with this going on?